U.S. Senator Mike Lee deleted his posts about the Minnesota shootings after being confronted by colleagues, including Senator Tina Smith and Senator Amy Klobuchar. The posts were deemed insensitive and inappropriate by fellow senators. Lee's online persona has been criticized for its pugnacious tone, with some calling it not even true. The incident highlights the charged atmosphere in the Capitol as lawmakers confront political violence in America. Russia is ready to supply liquefied natural gas (LNG) to Mexico, according to the Russian embassy in Mexico. The move comes as part of energy cooperation plans between the two countries. Russia's energy minister Sergei Sivilev stated that they have excellent LNG technologies and are prepared to share them with Mexico. Additionally, Russia is offering oil extraction technologies suited for challenging geological conditions. This development follows Mexico's efforts to boost its natural gas production, which currently meets only 28% of its total demand through domestic sources. Torsten Slok, chief economist at Apollo Global Management, has proposed a scenario where President Donald Trump's tariffs are extended to ease economic uncertainty and boost federal revenue. The 90-day pause on Trump's reciprocal tariffs is nearing its end, leaving businesses and consumers in limbo. Slok suggests maintaining 30% tariffs on China and 10% tariffs on other countries for 12 months, allowing time for trade partners to adjust and reducing uncertainty. This move would also generate $400 billion in annual revenue for U.S. taxpayers. The economist's speculation comes as a surprise, given his previous warnings about the potential harm of Trump's tariffs. The National Weather Service has issued a slight risk for flash flooding in El Paso and southern New Mexico as the monsoon season gets underway. Rainstorms are expected to hit the region starting on Sunday, June 22nd, with chances increasing through Monday and Tuesday, June 23rd to 24th. Temperatures are expected to drop from triple-digit heat to the upper 80s by next week, but there is a chance that heavy rain can cause localized flooding. Residents are advised to stay informed and monitor local radio and television stations for updates. Researchers analyzing the stomach of a deep-sea fish that washed ashore on an Oregon beach discovered bits of plastic, reinforcing concerns about plastic pollution's impact on marine life and human health. The long-nosed lancetfish, known to eat over 90 species of marine life, including each other and plastics, had items standard to its diet in its stomach, but also microplastics. This discovery aligns with previous studies showing that ingestion of microplastics can cause serious effects on the health of marine animals, including delayed development, reproductive problems, and increased disease susceptibility. Exposure to microplastics is also linked to negative health impacts for humans, affecting reproductive, immune, and nervous systems. The Senate parliamentarian has advised that a proposal to shift some food stamps costs from the federal government to states would violate the chamber's rules, dealing another blow to President Trump's big bill. The ruling is expected to be costly for Republicans, who have been counting on tens of billions of dollars in potential savings from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, to help offset the costs of the $4.5 trillion tax breaks plan. The parliamentarian let stand a provision that would impose new work requirements for older Americans, up to age 65, to receive food stamp aid. Senate Democrats have expressed concerns about the impact on vulnerable populations and have vowed to continue opposing the package. Iranians fleeing the country describe life under constant bombings and without internet access as they make their way through Armenia's border. The refugees, who were initially tourists visiting Iran, are now escaping due to the ongoing conflict. They express concern for their families in Iran, who are experiencing a peaceful situation, but are worried about the escalating violence between Tehran and Israel. The refugees also face difficulties in contacting their loved ones due to the internet blackout, which has left them feeling stressed and anxious. Armenia offers a relatively stable and democratic environment compared to its neighbors, making it an attractive destination for those seeking refuge. Mark Cuban revealed he turned down an offer to be considered for vice president under Kamala Harris, citing his personality and leadership style wouldn't fit the role. He stated on Tim Miller's podcast that he didn't want to be a number 2 person and would have been awful in the position. The news sparked discussion among Fox News hosts, with some suggesting Cuban may have dodged a bullet by not being chosen. Las Vegas's casino floors are getting quieter as table game dealers find themselves among the first to feel the squeeze of technological change and a downturn in tourism. Major resorts on the famous Las Vegas Strip, including Fontainebleau and Resorts World, have started laying off workers, many of which are dealers, as foot traffic dwindles on the gaming floor. According to data from the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, visitor volume dipped 7.8% year-over-year in March 2025, marking the third straight month that tourism dropped in Sin City. With fewer guests coming into town, gaming revenue on the Strip fell 4.8% over that same period, while hotel occupancy slid to 82.9%, down from 85.3% in March 2024. Analysts warn that event-driven boosts are unlikely to offset the broader declines, and tourism throughout the country appears to be in steep decline due to evolving U.S. travel and tariff policies. India's aviation watchdog, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, DGCA, has issued a warning to Air India for repeated and serious violations related to pilot duty scheduling. The DGCA directed Air India to remove 3 company executives from crew scheduling roles after flights exceeded the stipulated 10-hour pilot flight time limit. This action comes amid heightened scrutiny of the airline, following a crash that killed most on board in May. Air India has implemented the order and will provide direct oversight to its Integrated Operations Control Center. Tawfiq Muhammad, a Google software engineer, advises computer science students to apply for internships at big tech companies, where the hiring bar is lower. He suggests developing skills through projects, seeking referrals, and tracking applications. Muhammad's own experience shows that interning at Google can lead to full-time offers. To increase chances of securing an internship, he recommends tailoring resumes, learning LeetCode patterns, and mastering overarching principles. Additionally, getting a referral from someone already employed at the company can be beneficial. A 53-year-old man in Wisconsin was taken to a hospital with serious life-threatening injuries after being trapped under farming equipment on Saturday. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office and Hustisford Fire Department responded to the scene, freeing the man, but leaving him in critical condition. He was airlifted to a hospital by Flight for Life. No additional details are available. A 66-year-old grandfather, Will McKechnie, was shocked to learn he had prediabetes after a routine blood test in May 2023. Determined to turn things around, he made significant changes to his diet and eating habits, including cutting out nightly chocolate and chips, eating whole foods, and slowing down his eating pace. Within 9 months, McKechnie's blood sugar dropped from 6.2% to 5.9%, and he lost nearly 27 pounds, bringing him down to a size small shirt. He now feels stronger than ever and has enormous amounts of energy.